friends, are you ready to make this beautiful bikini bottom? And I wanted to let you know before we start this project that this video is a collaboration with Crochet, my friend who make a video tutorial here as well on YouTube. I want to introduce you to her channel. I think you're gonna love her work.
Hey guys, my name is Wan. I'm a designer behind Crochet. Our channel is all about crochet and knitting, but most of our stuff right now is crochet, and we share new video tutorial and written pattern every week. If you don't want to miss out, please go subscribe on our channel. And for today's collaboration with Maya, I'm super excited and happy to be here because she is one of my crochet designer idol. After you watch her tutorial, I would love to introduce you to our channel and I will show you how to make this beautiful crochet beach cover up. I think it's gonna look really good with Maya's bikini bottom as well. I hope to see you there. Bye bye!
In this project, I used Alize Diva Stretch in cinnamon color, and I held two strands together because one strand is quite tiny, so when you have two strands it's like DK weight, so it's perfect. And also I use a little bit of this cream color. This color is number 62 and the cinnamon is number 36. This is the first time I use this cinnamon color combined with this cream, and the hook, 4mm hook, some stitch markers, a pair of scissors, and a yarn needle. So yeah, let's get started. So we are going to start with the legs pattern and we do the front part. For the legs pattern is the multiple of 15. The design is a multiple of 15 plus 4. In my size, I will make 45 chain plus 4 because 45 chain measure approximately is about 10.5 inches or 10.5 inches. And as you can see, when you make chain, you should stretch out your chain until its fullest ability. Especially this yarn, it has elastic, so make sure you do that. And you might wonder or ask yourself why and how this number come from, because my measurement around my belly button, this is a high waist bikini, so you have to measure around your belly button, and my measurement is 30 inches, and 30 inches divided in two is 15 inches. We need to divide it in two because we're going to make the front panel and the back panel. And this 15 inches we minus about 4 inches or 3.5 inches. I choose to do 3.5 inches, and then I have the number of 10.5 inches. If you do size L, XL, I would suggest you to make 60 chain plus 4, but again, just use the tape measurement and just do the calculation just like I just show you on the screen. And if you make the size 2x or 3x, you have to do the measurement as well. And if your measurement come out like the chain is not matched with the multiple of 15 and you wonder how you're gonna do, just find the closest number as possible and we can add the side body, which I will show you later on how to add the side body, which will give a little extra width to the legs design. Just have a look at this video maybe one time to study. If you make a bigger size and you're not sure, don't want to start now, just watch the whole video and understand the calculation, the measurement before you start the project. This way it saves you time and save you frustration at the end that it might not work. So just watch the whole video. Just take this class as a classroom. Learn to think along and write down all the number that you needed, because you might want to make more of this bikini bottom and you need to have all the number written down, you can make another one without thinking so much because you already have all the number measurement. And if you make it for someone else, you can do the same. Just use the tape measurement and it will come out perfectly, gracefully. All right, let's go. Started with this legs pattern. After you got your +4, you're going to add 2 double crochet in 4th chain from hook. And then you're going to chain 7. You skip next 5 chain and single crochet in the next chain. Chain 3, skip next 2 chain and single crochet into the next one. Now chain 7, skip next 5 chains, and in the next one you're going to add this, we're gonna call shell stitch. In this design is a combination of 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. So you're gonna add this shell stitch into the next one after you skip 5 chains. And this is pretty much of the design that you have to keep repeating. So you're going to repeat this chain 7. From the chain 7, skip next 5, single crochet in the next, chain 3, skip next 2, single crochet in the next, chain 7, skip next 5, and then you do shell stitch. So this is what you're going to repeat until the end of the row. And you will ending with 3 double crochet in line chain. After you make your last chain 7, you will ending with 3 double crochet in last chain. And you are done with row 1. Row 2, chain 3, and this chain 3 count as 1 double crochet. So add 2 double crochet in first double crochet. Chain 3, single crochet in next chain 7 loop. Chain 5, skip next chain 3 loop. Single crochet in next chain 7 loop. Chain 3, and you will add shell stitch inside of that chain 1 from shell stitch from previous row. So now you're going to repeat everything again. You will start with chain 3, and that is what you have to do. You're going to add single crochet in next chain 7 loop, chain 5, skip next chain 3 loop, single crochet in next chain 7 loop, chain 3, and again you're going to add shell stitch inside of that chain 1 space from shell stitch from previous row. You're gonna keep repeating this until you come to the end of the row. this row you are ending with skip next 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet in third chain of turning chain. Row 3, chain 3, count as double crochet. 2 double crochet in first double crochet. Skip next chain 3 loop, 11 triple in next chain 5 loop. Skip next chain 3 loop, shell stitch inside of that chain 1 of the shell stitch from previous row. And now you're going to repeat this across. The repeat start from skip next chain 3 loop and just have a look what you just done. So just repeat all of that until you arrive at the end of the row. You will ending this row with skip next 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet in third chain of turning chain. Now row 4, chain 3, count as double crochet. 2 double crochet in first double crochet. Chain 2, skip next 2 double crochet. Single crochet in next triple crochet. Chain 3, skip next triple crochet. You do that 5 times. Then single crochet in next triple crochet. Chain 2. Now you add shell stitch in chain 1 space of the shell stitch from previous row. And yeah, you're going to repeat this set. Start from chain 2. You can go back and see what you just did, and you're just gonna repeat that until you arrive at the end of the row. So now you're gonna ending with chain 2, skip next 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet in third chain of turning chain. Chain 3 count as double crochet. 2 double crochet in first double crochet. Chain 3, skip next chain 2 space. Single crochet into the next chain 3 loops. Chain 3, single crochet into the next chain 3 loops, chain 3, single crochet into the next chain 3 loops, chain 3, single crochet into the next chain 3 loops, chain 3, single crochet into the last chain 3 loops. Now chain 3, skip next chain 2 space, shell stitch inside of that chain 1 space from the shell stitch from previous row. And now you're going to repeat starting from chain 3. Go back and have a look what you just did. And you're gonna repeat this set until you arrive at the end of the row. In this row, you are ending with chain 3, skip next 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet in third chain of turning chain. Now row 6, chain 3 count as double crochet, turn your work, 2 double crochet in first double crochet from previous row. Chain 3, skip next chain 3 loops, single crochet into the next chain 3 loops, chain 3, single crochet into the next chain 3 loops, chain 3, single crochet into the next chain 3 loops, chain 3, single crochet into the next chain 3 loops. This is what you should have so far. And now you're going to chain 3 and add shell stitch inside of that chain 1 space of the shell stitch from previous row. And from now on, you're going to repeat that to the end of the row. Just go back and see what you just did. You will end this row with chain 3, skip next 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet in third chain of turning chain. Now row 7, chain 3, count as double crochet. Turn your work, 2 double crochet in first double crochet from previous row. Chain 3, skip first 3 loop, single crochet in next 3 loop. Chain 3, single crochet in next chain 3 loop. Chain 3, single crochet in next chain 3 loop. You should have something like this. And now chain 3, shell stitch inside of that chain 1 space from shell stitch from previous row. And now you're going to repeat everything you just did. Start from chain 3, that set on until the end of the row. And this row you are going to ending with chain 3, skip next 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet in third chain of turning chain. Now row 8, chain 3, count as double crochet, turn your work, 2 double crochet in first double crochet from previous row. Chain 7, skip next chain 3 loop, single crochet in next chain 3 loop. Chain 3, single crochet in next chain 3 loop. Chain 7, skip next chain 3 loop, shell stitch inside of that chain 1 of the shell stitch from previous row. And you should have something like this. Now you're going to repeat everything starting from chain 7 and repeat the set you just did until the end of the row. And this row, after you make your last chain 7, you ending with skip next 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet in third chain of turning chain. So here you have total of 8 rows. We need 10 rows to finish this legs pattern. So for row 9, you're going to repeat row 2, and row 10, you're going to repeat row 3. So when you got 10 rows done, I will show you the last row, which is the half double crochet row, before we start the crotch area for the front panel. So here after 10 rows, we are preparing for half double crochet row. You're going to chain 2, turn the work, and this chain 2 we do not count as the stitch at this point, just to build up the yarn. Now you're going to add 1 half double crochet in first stitch from previous row, and 1 half double crochet in each stitch across. Your last half double crochet will go into the turning chain. And for this size, which is my size, I start with chain 45. So in this row, in this legs pattern, I will have in the end 49 half double crochet. And if you start with different number chain, for example, if you start with 60 chain, this row you will have at the end 65 half double crochet. And here you have to watch out. You have to add half double crochet in that chain 1 space as well. That chain 1 space is between the 2 half double crochet, which is the combination of the shell stitch. Do not forget that chain 1 space. Otherwise your count gonna be missed. You have to add that half double crochet in that chain 1 space. And again, do not forget your last half double crochet, which is going there in the turning chain. So this way you will have a right count. Yeah, now you complete row 1. And now is the fun part. You will have to find the middle part to start your middle section of this front main part of your bikini bottom. And for me, I count 10 stitches from the right, and I add the stitch marker there on the number 11 stitch, 10 stitch, and then on the 11 I put a stitch marker, and from the stitch marker I count as 1, and then I count toward the left 29 stitches. At the 29 stitches I add another stitch marker, meaning that I have 10 stitches left on the left side. So where's the number come from? I simply just put the piece against my body, and then I find how many stitches that I need to cover, at the area of the pubic bone. So you can do that as well. And if you make this for sale or for someone else, you can get the ring pattern and see what the tester made. But if you make for yourself, you can just do the way I just show you. And yeah, just add the stitch marker, and I will show you how to do row 2. Now come row 2, you're going to slip knot in your first stitch marker. For me it's that one. I remove stitch marker. You will slip knot there, and you're gonna chain 2, and this chain 2 count as half double crochet. Make sure that you got it right when I say it. And then you're going to add 1 half double crochet in each of the next 28 stitches. So in total, in this row 2, you will have 29 half double crochet. Now come to row 3. Row 3 is a decreasing row, so there are many ways to decreasing your stitches, but I decided to just do it the easy way because this yarn is so easy to decrease. You just chain 2 to build up the yarn. You don't count now, not anymore. You will never count the chain 2 as the stitch anymore from now on. And there are people do this way, which is called invisible half double crochet decreasing, but I found this Alize Diva Stretch is so easy to just decrease by skip the first stitch and just add half double crochet into the next stitch directly, just like that, because the yarn is so fine and you can't even see it. Look at that. And now you're just gonna add 1 half double crochet in each stitch across until you arrive into the last 2 stitches, which is the last stitch, and the next one is a turning chain. So you're gonna skip the last stitch and add the half double crochet in the turning chain instead. And in this row 3, you will have total of 27 half double crochet. And for row 4, you're going to chain 2, which is again to build up the yarn, and you're gonna add 1 half double crochet in each stitch across. This row 4 will not decrease anymore. You're going to decrease only every 2 rows. So you decrease on row 3, row 5, row 7, row 9, row 11. And for the even row number, you will not decrease. You're just gonna add half double crochet. I am going to make this decrease in every other row until I arrive at row 12, which is the non-decreasing row. And I will have 19 half double crochet. So just go ahead and see how many rows you need to decrease and how many rows you need before you come to the crotch area. And here is the look after you have complete row 17. And in row 17 now I have 9 half double crochet. I want to have 8 half double crochet for my crotch area, and what I have to do is to just decrease 1 stitch. And what I did is I chain 2, turn the work, I put half double crochet in first stitch from previous row and 1 stitch in each, and in the middle I'm going to skip 1 stitch right at the middle. So this way I decrease 1 stitch. I just like to do this way. You see, I'm going to skip and then I add half double crochet to the next one. And yeah, in this row 18 I then make 8 half double crochet. And here is my front panel. I stopped there, but if you need to have longer in the crotch area, just repeat chain 2 and make 8 half double crochet for many rows that you want. But for my size, I just stop there. If you want a few more rows, that would be fine, but I would not suggest you to make more than 2 rows. I don't think that it will fit you, but yeah, just go ahead and try and see how it works on your body. For me, I just stop right there. And now just gonna continue with the back panel. You will have to make the legs pattern just like how you make the legs pattern for the front panel. Just repeat everything for the legs pattern, and I will show you how to start the back panel of your butt. And here is my back panel. I already make row 1 of half double crochet, and yeah, this is what you should have. This is a front panel. So the row 1 I already made with half double crochet, and I have the same. You should have the same with 49 half double crochet in your row 1. And now in the back panel we do different. So the second row we just gonna continue from row 1 directly. So this row 2 is going to be a decreasing row. You chain 2, turn your work, and you're going to skip the first stitch. And again, the chain 2 is always to build up the yarn. Okay, we're not counting as the stitch at all. And now it's the decreasing row, so we skip the first stitch and we add 1 half double crochet in each stitch until you arrive at the end. You will skip the last one, the last stitch, and add 1 half double crochet into turning chain. And this row you should have 47 half double crochet. So here what I will do, I am decreasing in every outer row. As you can see, the non-decreasing row is row 3, row 5, row 7, row 9, row 11, row 13. And I decrease on row 4, row 6, row 8, row 10, row 12, row 14. So my last row of decreasing is row 14, and I have a total of 35 half double crochet. And from here I'm going to decrease every row, meaning that row 15 to row 27 I'm going to repeat row 2, which is the decreasing row. And yeah, here I am, row 27. I have 9 half double crochet, and I have to make it 8 half double crochet to match with the front panel. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to skip in the middle stitch, so chain 2, turn the work and add half double crochet in first stitch, and then you're just gonna add half double crochet in the next stitch until you come into the middle. Then you're gonna skip one. I'm skip that one, and then I go to the next and then the next one, and the last one. Don't forget on turning chain. So this row I have 8 half double crochet. You can either stop here or add a few more rows of non-decreasing. I add row 29, row 30, row 31 of non-decreasing row. So the next 3 rows I just make 8 half double crochet and I stop there. And I just connect both panels with yarn needle. I make a few knots to make sure it stays secure and strong. And after you do that, we're going to do the trim part with the side body as well. Now we're gonna finish off this piece with the trim. Here is inside. I like to do the trim from the outside, or you call it the right side. So I turn it over. Now you're going to slip knot at the first stitch, and I did in the front panel, so it's the first stitch of your row 1 in the front panel. Slip knot there, chain 1, and you're going to add 1 single crochet in each stitch. And on this part, on row 1 on, it's still easy, but when come to the main body of the bottom, you see that you're going to add at the end of the row. So make sure that you don't add too many stitches and not too less. Just spread it out evenly until you arrive at the back panel in your row 1. Then write down the number of how many single crochet you made. I would suggest between 70 to 77 single crochet for this size. And when you arrive to row 1 of the back panel, I show you how to make the side body. And And for the side body, you can make in any other ways. My method is that I would like to have chain 5 times. So meaning that I did chain 5 and then I'll find the space to add single crochet somewhere between the row. And then I do it again, chain 5. I want to have 5 loops to use for crisscrossing, because for me it's just perfect to have 5 loops. So I chain 5 and then I look, okay, I add the space over there. So just find a way that it look good for your work. I show you here how it looks like when after 5 times of this chain 5. Now chain 1 and cut the yarn. You will have to do the same the other side on the chain 5, this side body. Just make sure it's aligned with where you add your single crochet. So just use the first one that you just made to be the example of which row that you add single crochet. It's not that difficult. When you have the work in your hand, you will know exactly what I mean by that. I hope you do have something like this by now, and you're going to need 2 straps of 220 chains to 250 chains. I make 220 chains and it's just perfect for me. And I also use 2 strands held together for both straps. I want it to be, you know, strong. And yeah, voila, you're done. You're gonna thread the crisscrossing on the side body and put it on. And show me, tag me when you post on your Instagram, on Facebook, in any of your social media. I would love to see your piece. And let me know in the comment below if you enjoy this type of video tutorial and if you would love to learn how to make the matching Athene bikini top. Just also let me know in the comment below. Give it a thumb up if you love this video so I know that you like it, and you also let YouTube know that you enjoy this type of tutorial education. And this way you also help the channel to be found, help people to make more beautiful things. And if you're new here, you can just subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any upcoming video. Thank you so much guys for being here, for taking the time to do this beautiful piece with me. Join me and us on our Crochet Tribe Maya Luna Corazon group on Facebook, also Instagram under the name Maya Luna Corazon. I will have so many designs coming out, and I will need the team who can test my newest written pattern. Come and join us and learn alongside us, alongside me, and growing together. Alright guys, see you later. Bye bye. Bye.